it's Vanessa Ward. I'm doing this as a introduction video, so I'm not really good at it because this is my first one. All my other videos are my school relation ones, the games, rallies, things like that. But later on, when I have time and money and the equipment, I'm planning on doing videos like this, but for gaming. But until then, all you're going to get are face videos. But as you can see, I'm a girl. I am the youngest sibling out of 2. And, well, it's kind of hard right now because I've never done any of this stuff before. So, just give me time. I have somewhat of a phobia of videos, so it took a lot of courage for me to do this one. But, all I can say is, with me being new to this, I don't want any harshness. Because my whole life up to now, or a couple years ago, my life has been rough. My parents have been divorced for a while. When I first found out about it, it hit me hard because I never thought it was going to happen. But I'm used to it. But, I'm crying right now. Sorry about that. My life has been pretty harsh because I've been pretty much bullied my whole life. And it's mostly over my issues I have. When I was pretty young, I was diagnosed with Tourette syndrome and ADD, ADHD, and OCD. Because of my symptoms like that, and mostly because of my Tourette syndrome, I have been bullied and treated unfair. I have been called names. I've been hit probably a few times. And I'm actually surprised that I'm still here. Because after all of that, I really had, been depressed. I guess you could say. My self-esteem has been pretty low. But it wasn't all that bad until probably when I was 13, basically my middle school year. It was during that time that it started kicking in of me being bullied because of my Tourette syndrome. I have been made fun of because I would twitch a lot. Now, my Tourette syndrome is actually pretty mild, so I don't twitch, but the only time I do is if I get irritated or, mostly whenever I'm cold. Whenever I get to a point of freezing, I will probably slightly twitch a little, but my main Tourette's is making noises. So I'll probably whistle here and there and stuff, and it doesn't get me in trouble unless someone is near me and can hear me do it. And because of that, I'll probably get bullied or picked on because of it. But I've mostly been picked on because of my twitching. And because of that, I just couldn't handle it until I started realizing who I could turn to for help. And it's helped me out. I also have my ADD, so I have a problem focusing on things. As you can see, I'm probably like looking around everywhere. That's because it's hard for me to focus because there's so much going on around me I have to see. So, my ADHD, I have a problem of either sitting still, standing still, things like that. I can't stay still for 1 second. I have to be moving. So, and my OCD, it's pretty much became extremely mild. So, my OCD used to be tying things into knots or so, but I pretty much gotten out of that until like last year where my OCD had kicked in, but it switched. It's no longer making like messes or so, like tight knots, making messes, things like that. I've been into the point of making sure everything is organized in its spot so I can tell where it's going to be. And I get irritated if it's not like that. But I've been kind of picked on for that probably once, but it's not that bad. But yeah, my whole entire year in middle school, I had been bullied, pushed around, and picked on, and probably 3 years after that, almost starting of high school, my parents still being divorced, I live with my dad. I started living with my father. And I don't get along with him as well because he doesn't understand me pretty well. But there are times that he does. But it was like my starting of high school that he apparently didn't understand me because he would yell at me and stuff like that, but because of that, which I never told him, I've told my friends that I have and my mother about it, but I never told him the cause. When he yelled at me so much, pushed me around almost, like he was controlling my life, I couldn't take it anymore, so I started overdosing. And I ended up being hospitalized because of it, and the outcome of it was extreme dehydration. But I was hospitalized for it. My dad doesn't know the cause towards it, but I have told my mom that it was because I was popping pills and all that, because I could not handle my father. He's pretty much pushed me to my limit at that time, and there are still times that I wish I just went further into it because of how he's treating me now. But so far after that incident, it's pretty much died down. all the yelling, all the fighting, everything like that has subsided. So I'm pretty much glad for that. But my self-esteem had still been low, and I was still depressed at the time. Now, I understand that none of you, if any of you are seeing this, that you don't feel what I'm feeling, you don't understand, you're probably going to be telling me to grow up, get over it, it's happened a long time ago, or to suck it up, move on, but most of you don't understand that what goes on in your past are actually scars left behind on you, and they're hard to get rid of because they stay imprinted on you. And I really don't want any negativity on this, because my whole life I've dealt with nothing but negativity. People, like I said, bullying me, pushing me around,